Hi, thanks for watching a new video blog. Today from Dubai, United Arab Emirates. Gluttony, one of the deadly sins. Now, I have a problem with the word sin, and not really a problem, but I think that over the years it has lost its meaning and it has become more of a punishment word than more like an instructional word. I think that sins, if we name things a sin, are more like, or used to be, things that we expressed our concerns about. And one of these things is, for example, gluttony. Gluttony is when somebody is overeating, when he never takes a break of eating, when he's over-consuming food, and when he's over-consuming on foods that are not very nutritious, unhealthy, too expensive, are disrupting your body to function, basically. Because that's what's happening when you are suffering from gluttony. Gluttony can disrupt your spiritual journey and the path that you have in life to follow. Because when you constantly eat or are thinking about food, that's not really a healthy state. You block basically the connection between God and your body. Your body is created by God. We are a little bit a piece of God because we are His creation. So He wants us to be like Him. And gluttony is disrupting that. Because in nature, there wouldn't be any gluttony. Because naturally, our body seeks to find food and also keep a little bit of hunger for the next day. First of all, it increases your appetite, which is very good, of course, because you experience food in a whole different way than when you're stuffing yourself and constantly full, overeating. But also because you have room in your body, not emptiness, but room, space for light of God. Because if you're full, you don't have any space or room for the light of God. The sun reminds us of God. But if you are a bucket completely full, every drip will be too much. You cannot absorb anything other because you are already full. And especially when you stuff yourself with the wrong kind of foods, sugars, carbohydrates, vegetables, plant seed oils, all these horrible foods, it's even worse. Because you're also poisoning yourself with these foods. I cannot even call them foods because they are not foods, they're anti-foods. But if you're completely full, and if you don't experience a little bit of hunger now and then, it means that you suffer from gluttony. And it means that you are spiritually not doing that great. It means that you have no open door for the light of God that wants to fill you up. If you leave a little bit of hunger, and I'm not saying starving or extremely fasting, I'm talking about not overeating. I'm talking about eating until you feel, okay, this was enough. And then know that in a few hours I will experience a little bit of hunger, a little bit. And then not stuff yourself again, but let it be there. Have this door open for yourself, for the light of God. Because when you do so, when you are keeping the door open by not overeating, your cells are open to more than just the material world. We also have a place in our body for the spiritual world. So that's why practically all religions are warning you for gluttony. So that's why I don't like the word sin. If it's a sin, it's like, oh, I told you not to do so and you're doing so, bam, I punish you. That's not really what this rule is about. It's more like, hey, you can do this, of course, but know that it's not good for you. If you overeat, you are not receiving blessings from God, the light from God. You cannot grow. You cannot get insights. Your mind is dirty. It's full. It's unclean, better to say. Because if you're constantly eating, if you're overeating, your body is also constantly working, and work creates dust. Work creates byproducts. Even if you're eating clean and healthy, you need this time to clean. And in this cleanness, God can help you, give you insights, give His light, give His blessings, show you insights. And that way you can grow spiritually. So when you give your body the time to get rid of the debris from eating, because eating always comes with after effects, your body needs to process it, needs to get rid of toxins, then you are clean and you can do this yourself. You can start by creating every day a little bit of hunger. Don't do fasting, don't do anything of that. But start to create a little bit of hunger. So for example, eat smaller meals. Have a smaller lunch, have a smaller dinner. Try to experiment a little bit with it. And when you notice that you are going to bed, let's say 11 o'clock, that's a very healthy time to go to bed. And if you feel a little bit of hunger, then you know you're doing fine. And it shouldn't be excruciating hunger. It should be a little bit of hunger. Because by creating a little bit of hunger, you create basically that door. And especially before sleeping, the most spiritual time of the day, you should create a door for God to enter. Like I say, you do that by opening your cells and your organs. If they are not working, functioning extremely much, if you lower the amount of work that they need to do, then of course God can enter the organs and your cells, and you can feel much better. You can get better insights. You feel less aggression. You will feel uplifted. Your life will change. I noticed myself. I was somebody that was drawn towards gluttony. I was never really obese, but I have my periods where I was, bigger, a little bit more heavier. Never anything serious, but, yo-yo effects. It was a time that I was bigger, and then I was slimming down, and, gluttony. It's one of the things that I had to overcome. And I did so. The best helped me to understand that gluttony is working against you. Literally working against you. Not just, oh, it's working against you. It's literally working against your journey. And then you know that, hey, this is not good for me. It might feel good to eat, but you know that on the long term you are not getting all these beautiful insights that God wants you to have because you block the door. So that is my approach on gluttony. Like I say, try it again, create a little bit of hunger. Go to bed with a little bit of hunger. If you are too hungry, then it's not good. You need the nutrients also in the night. But create a little bit of hunger that you feel like, hey, I could eat something. I feel a little bit, you know, that feeling in your stomach. But don't do it. And see how you feel after a while. Did you get new insights? Did you feel better? Probably because the love of God could enter to you. So it was for today from Dubai, United Arab Emirates. I said thank you for watching. See you next time.